Loud as can be. Oh my goodness. I was somebody the other day, they were like telling the person to be quiet. I'm like, be quiet. Oh, is this upcoming at 11:55? Excuse me, I'm on now. Are you kidding me? You're waiting for I'm not, I'm on. It's live. Seriously, dude? Don't do this to me. I don't want to be an upcoming stream. Oh, there we are. Oh, now I'm too loud. Oh, it always it's always something with me. Ooh, the peace of the Lord be with me and also with you. Oh my goodness, let me get organized on my chair here. My right hip is old now, so I can't do. I was thinking about when I was teaching little kids in the early 2000s, and I used to sit on the floor, crisscross applesauce all the time. Oh, those days are so far gone. I'm having like a little cup of coffee. Today, my plan is, God willing, that I will come on here with you guys. And then Cole and I are planning on heading out after the stream to go and do his school shopping, back to school shopping. We're just going to keep it light because we're not going to go do the mall, which is like a whole day thing. We're going to go actually open him up a savings slash checking account, some kind of an account, so he can have an account. Just I've been wanting to do that for actually quite some time. And then we're going to go and sign up for the gym, and then we're going to go and shop, but just at the local, like 20 minutes from here where I get my nails done, that same town. They have a Kohl's, and we're just going to hit Kohl's. It has enough of what he needs to get through till the cold weather. And I'm sure compared to other people, he has more than enough, but we're not comparing. So we're going to be still and know here. Let's do it. Let's be still and know. Let me know what's up with this is my favorite t-shirt. I believe it was the Shein or a, it's either Sheen or Timu, and it says, "Weird moms build character." And I love this shirt because it's true. My mom, nobody's weirder than my mom. So that's why I'm such a character. Hardy har har. All right. August 18th, gracious. Yet the Lord longs to be gracious to you. Therefore, he will rise up to show you compassion. Amen. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all who wait for him. Isaiah 30:18. And it's a little scary, the fear of the Lord, but and some people say fear of the Lord is just reverence. I disagree. I think fear of the Lord is fear of the Lord because he's so powerful. We can become so overwhelmed by our shame. Amen. Troubles. Amen. Or misconceptions. Amen. That we miss out on the most simple and beautiful truth. Our God greatly desires to show us grace. He doesn't long to show us his anger or his punishment. He doesn't rise up to show us his power and his terrible greatness. He rises up to show us compassion. When we enter God's presence with this point of view, we are humbled by his love, despite his justice, because the punishment we deserve has been outweighed by the grace he longs to give. And I don't know about any of you listening to this or watching it at a later time. By the way, hello, replayers. But it would be, how would we really feel if there was a God who wasn't just? If he said, it doesn't matter how you behave on planet Earth, you all get to come to heaven. I just asked that question to yourself. That's the question I asked myself. And I said, nope, I wouldn't like that very much. I like that when I see someone when I see someone who's involved in atrocities like genocide and those types of things, abuse of children, all those things, I like that unless they choose to repent, which means turn from their behaviors and thoughts and stop and fall at the knees of Jesus, that they will answer to God for that one day. And that is the only way I can live on this earth at this point. All right, here's our prayer. I am humbled by the power of your grace for me. Help me to wait for you and to always rely on your grace and your compassion more than my own strength and capacity for goodness. Well, Lord, if it's my strength and my capacity for goodness, I am absolutely screwed. Sorry, that's what happens. I am screwed. I am not a very good person in a lot of ways. Um, I've done many things that have been terrible, and I just am so glad for God's mercy. I really, really can't be glad enough for his compassion and mercy upon me. All right. It's a little heavy today, but you know what? The eternity is all rainbows and sunshine. Life on planet Earth is not. So here's Martin Luther. This is a little heavy today too, but I do believe that those who preach from the pulpit only the prosperity gospel, or say that the whole, we there's a time and a place for everything. We need the people in the world who are all loving and kind and sweet all the time, and then we need the people in the world like Martin Luther who are disruptors. Jesus Christ was a disruptor also. Resist the corrupt nature. Live your life as your spiritual nature directs you. Then you will never follow through on what your corrupt nature wants. Galatians 5:16. And I don't know which, you know what? I'm curious if he put which, hmm, uh, I don't know if they put which translation of the Bible they use. Oh, wait, it's based on God's word. Copyright 1995 by God's word to the nations. I've not read that. If that's the translation, I'm going to check that out. Because I know that the Bible study I'm doing is Galatians 5:16 through 26, fruit of the Spirit. So this is the first verse, but it's again it's translated a little bit differently, and I love to nerd out on different translations. Sometimes believers fall and gratify the desires of the corrupt nature. That would be me right now. Not today, but yeah, I ate one bag of popcorn in one sitting yesterday. That's right. Yes, I did. Um, David fell terribly, committing adultery and causing the murder of many when he wanted Uriah to die in battle. He gave God's enemies opportunity to criticize the people of God. I got so much out of that sentence. He gave God's enemies opportunity to criticize the people of God. I was an enemy of God, criticizing Christians because of the Christians who are out there not following the gospel and not listening to Jesus's command that we love God first and love our neighbors as ourselves. And that's the two major things. And when I saw Christian people calling themselves Christians and not doing that, being hateful, it kept me from knowing Christ for a long, long time, along with my own selfish nature and all that. But it didn't help. So he gave God's enemies he, meaning David, gave God's enemies opportunity to criticize the people of God, give the credit to idols, and blaspheme the God of Israel. Peter also fell dreadfully when he denied Christ. But as where is it? As great as these sins were, they were not committed intentionally out of contempt for God, but out of weakness. And again, that sentence today, when I read that, that really was comforting to me because I did not have contempt for God. I really, really didn't. When I was committing sins, I really did not, but with 100% out of my human weakness. And it's not, when I say it's not past tense, hey, bubble crafting with God. There's only one way to craft, right? Teresa, how you feeling, girl? I've been thinking on you, praying over you, and also for your family, sweetheart. In addition, when they were confronted, they did not stubbornly persist in their sins, but they repented. Paul's commands that we should accept, instruct, and restore such people. Thank you, Paul. Galatians 6:1. So those who sin and fall because of weakness will not be refused forgiveness. Thank you, Jesus, for that. If they stand up again and do not persist in their sin. Persisting in sin is disastrous. If they do not repent, but stubbornly continue to gratify the desires of the corrupt nature, they show that their spirit is filled with dishonesty. We will not be without sinful desires as long as we live in these bodies. And you know what I read in that sentence? Desires. It doesn't mean we have to give in to them, but the desires will still be there. Consequently, none of us will be free of a temptation either. But each person is tempted in a different way according to individual differences. One person will be attacked emotionally, ding, 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 such as with depression, blasphemy, unbelief, or despair. Another will be attacked with coarser sins such as sexual desire, anger, or hatred. But Paul demands that we live by the Spirit and resist the corrupt nature. Whoever obeys the corrupt nature and continues to gratify its desires should know that he does not belong to Christ. Even though the person may label himself with the name, quote, Christian, he is only deceiving himself. So I want to thank one more time. Oh, you have spine doctor on too. Okay, spine doctor on Wednesday. Let us pray that you're laying Aunt Tommy to rest. She went to be with the Lord. That's your aunt? Is that your aunt, sweetie? Oh, I'll be thinking of you tomorrow. As a matter of fact, where did my oh, it's here. I have you on here, but let me write about Aunt Tommy on there too. I'll be a little more specific. Okay, hold on. Oh, Aunt Tommy, what a sweet name. Your mom's sister. Oh, I love my mom's sister so much, Teresa. Oh, I love both of my mom's sisters so much. All three of them, actually. One of them went to be with the Lord already, my Aunt Phoebe. And I just found her name is in the Bible the other day. I will be praying for your whole family. Oh gosh. It's it's really so different when we lay people to rest who follow the Lord. And I have a friend though who said to me one time, you only Jesus knows whether someone's going to be with him or not. So if you get worried about that, which I was, it's not necessary to be worried. It's you can't do anything about it anyway. I mean, you can walk in the light, but and that makes a big difference, believe me. All right, I found one treasure I wanted to show. Oh, 13. Whoa, my mom's one of four and my dad's one of six. Ooh, 13. So this was from not this, I think it was not this past. Yeah, it wasn't this past Valentine's Day. It was the one before. And Romeo made me this card and he look at it. He made a pocket. I had to show it to you guys. He made a flipping pocket. Look at this, a Romeo pocket. Okay. I think we should make some of these and call them Romeo pockets. They have a little V in it. And he made this card. And then we call each other Bub. That's our little name for each other. Bub, how much do I love thee? No, people, wait, just wait. Are you ready? Were you ready for this? Probably the best gift he ever. He made me a bed one time, but this is about right up there with look. So much I can't measure. Love Bub. Happy Valentine's Day. I get goosebumps. Oh, pray for this man that he will just give in to Jesus, please, please. Oh, he's making busting my chops because I said to him, I just had this thought. I think one of the things love really is doing things for other people that maybe we don't even want to do, but we do it. That's showing love. And he said, "Oh, write that down." I said, "Well, it's already written down." He goes, "Oh, in the Bible, right? Everything's in the Bible." I said, "Everything is not in the Bible. God has left some mystery for us." All right, and then I'm gonna go through a couple of my older journals. As I'm going through my things, and I want to thank you guys for being there along for the ride. This is probably one of my favorite journals I ever made. It's mostly made out of prompts that I followed along that were like dirty dozens and other things from Mary along the way. I think this is a Dina Wakley mask, right? And then what the book was, I didn't want to get rid of my children's I still don't want to get rid of my children's things, right? So I repurposed this was Chicka Chicka ABC book of my son's. And it says 2019 on the top because I think that's when I finished working in it. So, but it was much of this was just a scrap page that I did a whole bunch of scraps. When you feel like quitting, remember why you started. Feeling good. This is a word page. Somebody sent me this. Live your dreams out loud. I don't know who sent me that. Oh no, this was part of the. No, this might have been part of the. All right, and this was a healing mantra that I got from the yogi that I was working with. Literally didn't know. Teresa says she has a refrigerator full of art, right? From all your grandkids and your kids, right? We have the kind of fridge where you can't really you can't, it's stainless steel on the front and you can't put anything on it, which annoys me because we used to have we had this white fridge I didn't like. Now I like to look back and see what I did. So these were Kool-Aid dyed papers I made so many years ago now. And this is a picture of a light, but I drew little flowers on it. So yeah, this has just been this was a super fun. This is probably my favorite page. And I think that the piece that I put, yeah, I have a piece of my niece's artwork that she made when she was here, and I put it up there with tape. This, I believe, came from the book from Alcoholics Anonymous that my father left for me, and it says, "Intelligent faith in that power, meaning God, greater than ourselves, can be counted on to stabilize our emotions. It has an incomparable capacity to look at life in a in balanced perspective. We look up, around, and away from ourselves, and we see that 9 out of 10 things that at the moment upset us will shortly disappear. Problems solve themselves, criticism and unkindness vanish as though they had never been. Have I got the proper perspective on life? Teresa said yeah, you know what, Teresa, I'm making one with Andrew's art because he's all Andrew, my buddy Andrew also makes art. That's a great idea. You know, I think I might do the same with some of Cole's stuff because I don't know how long I can keep it up forever. This was just play. I just was playing. Board books are really fun. Um, they're really, really fun. These are I love these are painty paper towels. And this is all Mod Podge. So it didn't stick, which I thought was cool. Um, there it says, there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen, that's a Rumi quote. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I love this page. This was done with a Mary. I would watch Mary, and I think Mary would watch, I think it was how it was. Is Mary would watch Becky do a dirty dozen. Then I would watch Mary do Becky's dirty dozen on replay. And then I would make these by myself. And I really particularly love this one. That one stuck a little. Yeah, just fun. Hello, happy Monday. Just going through old books. This says "Take Me Anywhere," and this I think is a stencil that I put like paste on. These are from what's her name, Tsunami Rose. That was the first person I ever bought a digital from, and so yeah, just and this is reminded me a little bit. It's a bird cutout, and it reminded me a little bit of what Selena made. This one has glitter, but she did it with I think glossy accents. She said she told me, and of course I don't remember. Real access granted. And see, look, pick 10, 6/21, 2019. Okay, there you go. That's what we had. And this is the back, and I put a little just to cover the title of the book. I put a little there. So this one is a keeper for me. That is a definite keeper. How you doing, Amy? How's it going, girl? How's it going? We're going shopping for Cole's clothes today after I'm done here. And this is one of those little tiny, I don't know, I'm gonna call it maybe like a folio made out of a this is apparently when I made this, my sewing machine was still in proper order. I have to get that up here. Hey, Miss Carol, how you feeling, Carol? Last time I saw you, you weren't feeling so great. And so this is just total fun. So I made a copy. Look what I did. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm really fun. I made a copy of this. Um, this is a copy of the postcard that my grandmother, my nanny, wrote me in 1980, and I made a copy of it to put in my journal. But I still have the original. That's pretty cool. I like that. Pennsylvania, pursue your happiness. Okay. All right. This is kind of fun. I don't know. I feel like I could go in here and do a little more. Oh, I love these candies. Yeah, I don't know. I feel I could do a little more in this. So I'm gonna keep this aside. Maybe we'll add some stuff to it. I love it. Carol says she's doing okay. She's out in the shop running the laser and the 3D printer. Oh, nice. Fancy, fancy. Carol, you come a long way since we met, girl. I remember you had been a little bit down and out. That is wonderful news. God is good. All right, and this one is believe in yourself. Look at this. The sticker rubbed off. That's interesting. It was like one of those stickers and it rubbed off. So let's see. Oh, it's falling. Oh, look, I have see Andrew Oh, people. Do you see this? These were the intentions I wrote in my journal that I wrote. I intended to see him. Guess what? It happened. That's before I knew I would be able to see him. To meet Charlotte, that happened. Oh no, people, ongoing organizing. What makes me truly come alive? Well, go to the beach. I never did the horseback riding. I did all that. I got new glasses, tended to my medical appointments. Okay, this is two that have been on my list forever. To learn and enjoy cooking. Doesn't seem to be happening. Ongoing release and forgiveness. That's good. These are my 2021. Oh, look at this. I must have made a little. Oh, the dentist. I was still doing Aunt Flo. Wow, look at this. This is a snow day. I have all kinds of things in here. Wow, this is kind of cool. It's a little more like a uh bullet journal, right? Hi, Laura. Hope you're recovered. Here are some fun napkins to play with or add to Happy Meal. Elisa. Oh, well, that's from Elisa that I used to see over at Wow, okay. This is cool. Laura, thank you for your support and love and hugs. Shelly, that's from Shelly. Jers. Oh, me. This is from a me. It says Jers. Oh man, I don't know what that part says. It says, "Oh, this is when you sent me that book, The Story." I wish you nothing but peace in your mind and life. Thank you for everything in your friendship. I do so love and enjoy you much. Love, girl, a me. Oh, my girl's in there. Oh, me, I'm very, very jealous. Hey, Carla, just going through old journals. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Hey, why not use your son's stuff? Are you kidding me? If it was my kid's stuff, I'd use it. Let's see what's in this pocket here. Carla's here. Oh, do you know what this is, people? So Romeo not graduated. Well, he retired in 2021, 2022. So this is a year before he retired. Oh my gosh. He had printed it and I grabbed it because I knew he wouldn't. It says, "Yo, Mr. Y, we'll call him. How's everything been? It's been a while. Did you miss me? Feels like things have been a lot crazier than when I was still in your class, but maybe that's just life." So this is one of his former students from calculus. I wanted to reach out to tell you I finally passed all the actuarial exams without failing, too. Crazy, right? And I'm getting my FCAS and MAAA credentials. So this student's going to become an actuary. I really don't know if there are any words to describe how thankful I am to you. Honestly, you helped change my life. It was because of your calculus class that I learned to like math a lot and followed in this career. I've had to study for a while with school and these exams, which has led me to really appreciate the effort you put into teaching. I think the best instructors are those that manage to inject excitement and passion into what they teach, even when things can be painfully dry. I don't think I've ever had as much fun learning something like I did in your class. Your passion for teaching and the effort you put in really stand out. And you always manage to instill a desire to learn about things by making it fun and interesting. I still remember all those cheesy calculus songs. L Hospital is number one. Not only that, but you were always up to talk about anything from school, careers to random topics during that ninth period study hall. Without a doubt, you're definitely the best teacher I've ever had. I look back to that calc class at the start where I decided to spend the time following in this profession and taking all these exams. It was honestly really hard, and it took almost 8 years, but now it's over. I feel like I finally accomplished something. I'm really grateful to you for pointing me down this path. I enjoy every day at work, and maybe it was some type of Stockholm syndrome, but I really enjoyed studying for exams. It really was a great fit for me. I wanted to let you know that I truly appreciate not only what you've done for me, but for so many other students as well. It may not mean much, but if there's ever anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you've been staying well, especially after the recent year. If the school is ever back open, we should definitely meet up sometime. Sincerely, Tim Gupta. Oh my gosh, that is, yes, it's been through. I'm taking this down to for him. He needs to, you know what? God is so good. God is so good because God led me to find this in my journal today, and my man needs this. He's just been not feeling himself. Um, so my boys are going, they're going to go camping overnight tomorrow. Tomorrow night into, um, tomorrow night into, oh, I know this is from Peggy Fitzmaurice. It has to be. Let me see. It just looks like it. It is. I could tell you can see Peggy's style. Look at that card. I wonder if is she in Ireland? I don't know where she's at. I know, girl. I know. He's feeling it. He is feeling it. And it makes me, um, oh, oh, that's interesting. All right. This one says nothing gives me as much relief as canceling plans. Who can relate? The Dollar Tree had those stickers some years ago, and they were awesome. This is from Brooke. That's a Brooke thing. Arlene is our little angel. I put Arlene's name on there. Oh, I really like this journal. I gotta have to glue it back together because some of it is like falling out, But I'm liking it. It was not intended to be would do. It was definitely not intended to do what I am doing with it. Oh, this one my son was in the Battle of the Mines. Isn't it fun? Creativity takes courage. The more open you are about sharing your passion, the closer people will feel to your work. Artists are something. There's no penalty for revealing your secrets. Hmm. She moves to cast aside barriers. Oh, that's actually a good one. Song of the Open Road. I forget who wrote this. It's a poem. Afoot and lighthearted, I take to the open road, healthy, free, the world before me, the long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. Romeo made me this cat. I asked him to make me a cat, and then I jelly printed with it. Oh, well, thank you guys for letting me just go through this because it's so, this is a little bit, if it is done in the right spirit, everything is yoga. All right. Your greatest strength is love. Oh, Carol, I got your stuff on the wall. I feel you. Look at this. So for March, I was doing Papa Louie had a vet to get neutered. Yeah, he got neutered. Oh, and then I did a faith and doodle class with Care Hart. Cole got his physical, and they did the Read Across America. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun, really and truly. This is trash. This is fun, but this here is trash. Yeah, it was one of these like simple stories, carpe diem journals. I don't think it's intended to be like, you know what I mean. But I think if I just glue it up there, we'll be good. Oh, thank you guys for doing this with me. You know what? I wouldn't probably do it. I probably wouldn't go through my old journals, and I would never have found that little note for Romeo if it wasn't for you guys. Ami, I got to show you this, people. I know I showed it already, but Ami, speaking of Romeo, this is my found treasure. As my every time I come on, I'm going to try to show you something I found that was a treasure. Romeo made this for me in 2024. He made a pocket. He made a pocket. Wait, and then he made this. We call each other Bub. Bub, how much do I love thee? Baby did the arms. That's when he was feeling better. So much I can't measure. Love Bub. Happy Valentine's Day. So this is a super keeper. I got to figure out where I had actually I had put it in my work bag to go show my boss that because they love him too, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna show him that I found this, and I'm gonna show him this letter. Isn't that hilarious? He's a grown. He's a 60. At that time he was a 65-year-old man. Oh, I mean, I have talked to him 1,000 times about maybe just please go on in. The kids love him so much. He was like a cult figure at that high school. I mean, really, truly a cult figure. And I said, why don't you just at least offer them an Instagram? Because they have so many funny stories and so many like and he did it for 25 years. So yeah, I was like, why don't you just make it an Instagram? They called him they had a knit every group of kids because the ones in pre-calc and calc they got him for 2 years in a row, and so they were like there was all these like things they would do every year. He would show that movie with Lindsay Lohan. What's it called? Oh, I can't. The one where she moves from Africa. Anyway, she's on the math team, and he had to do the math team, so he would show that every year. It was like a big like yeah, tradition. He had a lot of traditions with them. All right, we're gonna mess around today again for a little bit with oh also I'm gonna try to like when I'm on here with you guys, maybe either before or after, or while I'm watching somebody else. I'm keeping two things, these little tiny Pantone pictures and one of the magazines that I kept out of my stash to Fussy Cut. Probably when I'm watching somebody else more than on here because it's kind of boring to watch Fussy Cut, but oh yeah, see, yes, see, you get it, me, you get it. So they do. The kids, and they had like I don't know. He just, I think it was because too, like he didn't get in. Romeo's like very introverted and all that, but he also just has no time for drama, like at all. Like worse, he's worse than I am about it, and he wants no part of it. So I have to let this dry a little bit more. I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun. I did this before I came on. And so he just would go in there and close the door and teach and just be with the kids. He really didn't bring. Yeah, exactly. Me. Oh, I feel you. Yeah. Yep. 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 No, he gets invited out for, these are kids that are now in their 40s. So he's like, they want him to go have a beer, all that stuff. He went one time, but he's just not, he's not that comfortable. He doesn't like any of that stuff. He doesn't like to go to weddings. I have a girlfriend who got married a year ago, like right now. And I said to him, and I could see he was just getting stressed. And I should have just gone by myself. And that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to go by myself if I want to go. You know what I mean? All right. This is my little, I'm using the same little towel because I love to use these towels in my art later. And then I also have the zine that we might work on and one of these watercolor. I'm going to probably do one of these watercolor bookmarks sort of simultaneously as we go right here. Now, of course, do you think I got a water container out for this project? No, I do have my water. I keep a big old jugger of it. Let me just grab the water container. It's over here. Ooh, all right. This is one of my daughter's old travel mugs that the lid got lost on it, so I turned it into a paint cup. It's taller than my coffee, so let's hope that I don't go ahead and dip my coffee right up in it. Could happen. All right, and now I just spilled water on there. Oop. All right, so I went through a couple without you guys the other day. A few more of these, and so I went through. I'm gonna put this little guy up here. I went through, well, I'll just show them to you. These were the scribble sticks. And this was the clear gesso. And then the no name black palette and the Prima. Those are all, these two were like the shimmery ones. These are the Vicky Bouton crayons. I only kept three and I'm giving the rest away. Again, with the clear gesso. So then I switched over, not yet. These are the Dina Wakeley's on the clear gesso. And then I switched over to the white gesso here because I wanted to see the differences. And so I love the Jane Davenport paints. They are really nice, but my super favorite so far is these. And this is Liquitex gesso. Um, the Prima. I really like the Prima. They come in the little. I put it back already, but they're the little pan trays. So I went ahead and well, not if I don't glue this. I went ahead and glued some pages together. My son is behaving so well. I'm so grateful. So you know what he did though. He did tell me he had like a very serious discussion with me yesterday on our way to church, and he said that he has been thinking about it, and he had not committed to his soccer team yet for the year. They don't the season doesn't start till September, or no, so next week is when the camp starts. All the rest of it is just you can he went to some practices over the summer, but those are in voluntary. And he said, because he got his schedule, and he said once he looked at his schedule, which is very intense, his academic schedule is very intense. He did go down out of the honors math into the regular college prep math, but he's got and Spanish. He has regular college prep, but other than that, everything on his schedule, including his electives, are all advanced placement and honors. So he said that he just really wants to. He's going to be a sophomore, so he just really wants to focus on that. And I said, no problem, but you got to get a job. So when he turns 16 in January, I expect him to get a job. Not all, not a crazy amount of a job, but he'll be used to it by then. But that's the rule they have. I'll tell you what, my mom didn't have like a lot of actually any rules, but she had one good one. Um, it was like we had to have, both of my parents felt we all needed to learn to work with other people at a minimum wage job and experience that. And so we did mostly. My older brother, being my mom's favorite, he kind of got out of it a little bit. But um, anyway, so I think that's how it's going to go. But I know my daughter's going to freak out that he's not playing soccer for this year. But he said, Mom, I might just join one of the travel teams. I said, well, that's a good option. He said, it's not that I don't want to play soccer and I don't love soccer, but he wants to put the academics first right now. And I said, that's okay. That's your choice. It's your decision. But my daughter gets, I love her dearly. She's 28, but she cracks me up because when she was younger, things were really tumultuous the first 2 to 3 years of my son's life, and that was the end of her being a teenager. And she did help with her brother a lot, and I think she still feels that she has like a lot of say. And I'm like, no, he's not your kid, man. Like if you want to have a say, I'm like, listen, you want to have a say in what happens and how I handle him, or we handle him, I should say, because he has two parents. How we handle him, then you need to have your own child. I mean, you're 28. I'm perfectly happy for you to give me a grandkid. All right, these are, but it's all out of love, But it's out of love, but it's also out of fear. And I know, like my daughter reminds me of myself a lot in some ways, and I know she would not see it that way, but she struggles with that like fear of what the culture and what other people think of you it's still dogging her. And I think in her mind, it's like, oh, it's not a good look for him, or he has to be involved with soccer because I don't know. I can't think of a good reason myself. I mean, it's not. It was sort of like she would tell me that I have to make him do it, and I'm like, I don't parent like that anymore. I might have parented like that when you were younger, but again, I've grown and learned and changed. I do have a pencil sharpener, one of those Prisma ones. Let me just check. Let me see. I think I have it over here. Yes, I do. Look at this. Look at me. It's people, we're getting organized in here because I know where stuff is. Now, you if you saw the short, you would be laughing at me. You know, that's it. You never had that option. Oh, well, it's just like it is what it is. You got to kind of. All right, and it ended up like for me, I ended up having the job I had in the video store. Um, I ended up having it. Yeah, she didn't make her kids play sports. They did play softball every summer, but that was it. Yeah, exactly. Well, he wanted a membership to the gym to stay in shape. I never wanted to play sports. I think I played my sophomore year, I played basketball. I was a bench sit warmer, I mean, and it's not that Cole's good at soccer, but it's not like he's, somebody who's gonna go and play it professionally. You know what I'm saying? And he's been playing it since he's 5. So, and it's funny because it came across my mind today that my daughter's best friend, who actually, they've been best friends since 7th, 8th grade, Olivia, she played soccer like Cole from the beginning of when she was little all the way up into like he did on the travel teams and all that. And then she in high school, I think she was the same age as him. She decided not to play anymore, but it didn't really impact her in terms of like ultimately because her job now that she's had for like the last 4 or 5 years, maybe even more, is she's the women's. She's one of the coaches for the women's rowing team. The crew in Rutgers where they went. So, all right, let's just mess around with these. These are the Artist Loft. This is the lavender. And another thing I discovered is I said to myself, I don't have to give away a whole set of things. So, for instance, if I just wanted to keep this one pencil, but donate the rest of these pencils, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. And I did rest my hand for the last couple days. I've been having some carpal tunnel kind of things. Um, okay, so now look at this one. That doesn't really give you much color. Oh my God, people, it's called ivory. Well, of course it doesn't, but it's interesting. Why did they make the barrel white? Why didn't they make the barrel white? Okay, they have color names on these. They're called Artist Loft Fundamental Watercolor. Yellow, green. They're fun. They're really fun. And I personally believe scribbling and like for me, I like to do it at the top. I get like sometimes I'll even just do this, you know, like that. But these could be used also to like color in your stamps and that stuff. All right, this one's actually straight up white. No, no point to doing that. Okay. Yeah, this is fun. Oh, all right. And so, yeah, I'm ready to go on the cruise. Is this black? That's dark blue. See, I can't even see. Where'd I put here it is. I'm ready to go on my cruise with Andrew. I just have a couple things coming from Amazon today. I'm gonna buy another pair of jeans because not I think, I know I put a couple pounds on, which is okay. I don't feel obese or anything, and I'm not. I'm just a woman in menopause, perimenopause, whatever. Not as lucky as some people and the Aunt Flo went away. Oh my gosh, get out. So Ami said she currently has a half a carload full of donations from her craft room. Damn, I wish I lived over there. I would tell you to bring them to my house. I know you buy good stuff from the weekend clean out. She also filled her garbage can and half a recycling can. Yeah, girl, I'd be like this. I'm gonna take my stuff to the donation. You bring your stuff to my house. I have shopped with that woman online for years. I know what's up. Okay, I know what's up. Oh, that's really good though. Oh, by the way, speaking of people that we know, everybody, Creative Moments with Dorinda, our sweet sweet dear friend. We used to shop with her a lot. She's getting married tomorrow. Wedding bells for Dorinda. Nobody deserves it more. Nobody deserves it more. I'm so happy. August 19th is her. I wrote it down. I can't believe I actually got it together to like see what they said, like write it down. And I've been using my planner so well this summer that I had it in my planner. And I'm so happy for her. Yeah, Mi's like, oh look, see, I'm overdoing it. This is typical me. I wanted to show you guys. I did put the bookbinding glue in these little bottles that I had gotten. We're gonna see how it goes. It seems like it's a good little size. I got 3 of them. They were on sale at scrapbook.com, like on clearance. Okay, my eyes are not good enough for this. Hold on. Yeah, when I try to put I have to put these readers on when I do that. Yep. All right. So I'm happy for the boys. Romeo is such a good doodle because I know he doesn't really feel like, see, it's ripping because of Okay, that's not good. Um, Ami said, "Oh, okay, bye." She said, "Goodbye. Take care." She has someone coming to pick up 50 plus 12 by 12 paper pads. You sold them for 100 bucks? Oh, girl, I might have to look into selling a little bit of my. I was thinking that too. I might have to, especially the scrapbook paper, right, ladies? We really overdo it when we buy those. That is, you know what I mean? You're getting a few dollars back, which not nearly what you put out. But the bottom line is this: you are making somebody's day. I mean, you're really blessing that woman that she can get that much paper for that price. Did you do it on Facebook Marketplace? Because we also have this, I'm sure everybody has it. There's a Facebook page for my town that you can give things away. Listen, I said to my son, I have no problem that making a choice to put your academics first. That's all great. But you could have told me this before. I literally just bought him a brand new pair of cleats that are over $100. So I'm gonna have to give those to somebody. But I was thinking maybe I'll sell it on the Facebook Marketplace because it is the season for soccer cleats. All right, so now I'm just dipping in water, and same thing. I like to hold it at the top here because it gives me less control and it's more fun for me. So it doesn't totally disappear like some of the other stuff. I may be giving these away, honestly. I got to start. I want to keep everything. That's a big problem. God put it on my heart that, like, you know, the people who are going to find these, especially at that art studio, a lot of them are just people who are just regular people who want that stuff. I'm going to give away that. Get out of here. Oh, she's giving away cricket stuff. Don't even say it. I'm not giving away one cricket thing. I'm trying to dig out so I can get in to use the dang cricket. That's one of my major goals for September is to use my cricket because I want to, not because I have to, right? Because I want to. I'm also thinking about doing a no spend for September as far as craft supplies go. Just see if I can do it, right? If I could challenge myself, can I do it? That's the question. I think I can. And then you know what I was thinking of doing, what I used to do. I know you did. She gave the cricket to her sister. Your sister's so lucky to have you. How far apart are you girls in age? Um, so I'm not loving these. They're okay. Actually, I think they look nice without the water. I like them better as just, I mean, the pigment to me, if don't add the water, they just look cool like that. That's my thoughts. Um, I'm sure. Is she older or younger than you? 6 years. That's how many. My older brother and my younger brother are 6 years apart. Speaking of which, my younger brother's on his cruise right now. My nephew's so cute. He's 7 and he's 7.5 now. And he said he said to my brother, he found out that it's all you can eat buffets, on the cruise. He said to my brother, "I'm eating nothing but bacon the whole week." Oh, his mom will never let that happen, but I thought it was very funny. He's my muffin. I love him. That and then my other nephew, I love it. I just love being able to be close to my brother's kids. He uh she's younger. Oh, she's lucky. She's got me as her big sister, man. Come on now. That's fun. Oh man, you'd be a great big sister. I bet you're a great big sister. My big brother's a great big brother. Anyway, my older brother, his son, he all right, these are gonna go, everybody. I'm gonna let them go. I'm gonna let these go. I'm gonna give those to the Cole and I are dropping off the donations today too. That's the other thing I'm doing. Gonna drop off the arts and crafts donations. I have some that Lori gave me a bag too to donate. So when met her down the shore, so I'm gonna give her bag in, and I'm gonna take a picture and post it on my YouTube post of what I'm actually, how much I'm getting rid of. I need a big sister, Teresa. Please, yes, please. I have a great big brother, but I don't have a big sister. I need one. I do. I tell you what, I always feel bad for the oldest kids in the family because they don't get to have a big brother or sister. And I mean, being the middle child's not that much fun sometimes, but at least you're not the oldest. So you get the first of everything with the parents. It's a tough position. I really believe. All right, I got two new big sisters. Woo-hoo! I love it. Yes. All right, so these are gone. I am gonna write on here what they were, so I can remember. Oh, my big brother is so funny. When I get You're the young one. Oh, my big brother. When I have the manic, when I have like the manic episode and stuff, he says I start talking like a black woman from the South, and so he calls me Aunt Jemima. He's so funny. He is really a funny guy. Oh, and I can say that it's not a racist thing. Everybody, calm down. If you think it's racist, you're too offended too easily. These are artist loft colored pencils donated. You have the Irish twin? That's awesome. That's awesome. My brother has two. He has a girl, two girls. Oh, this is not. This didn't work. I'm already donate here. My brother's girls are Irish twins. They're 20 and 22, 21 and 22 now. Oh, Teresa, you're not an old biddy. Please, Teresa, you got so much fire inside of you. Please, please, please. I don't want to hear it. That's not true. Okay, we did that one on here. We'll do, let's see, what are we going to do next? Okay, these are the oldest art supply in my entire stash. I've had these since I was in college, and I went graduated college in 1999. So I had gotten these. They have in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where I went to college. They had a pearl um store, and it seems like these were $3.56 back in the early two no the late 90s. So they have such vibrant color. I'm definitely keeping them. I already knew I love them. She she's just sitting here cackling at us. Yeah, 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 lady, cackling. Oh my goodness. All right, so these are really vibrant and really, I love this particular color. I don't know if you could get them anymore. I mean, I don't even know if Pearl's still a thing. I don't know. Pearl was the name of one of my mom's best friends. Is one of my mom's best friends. My daughter's right. I do talk about my mom in the past tense sometimes. I don't mean to. Um, I think some of these pages I'm gonna just turn them into spreads. When I do these backgrounds, but they're not even like a background, right? I'm just messing with stuff. Most of the time, when I don't have a plan, is when the best you're gonna be so she can go adult. Oh, God bless you. That's what I'm doing after this too. Adulting. Real adulting. But I'm gonna drop off supplies at the art studio. They didn't open until 11 though, so I was gonna do it earlier, but they don't open until 11. They have interesting hours. They're open like Tuesday through Friday. That's their hours. Tuesday through Friday. I don't think they're open Tuesday through Saturday, maybe. Yeah, they're not open Mondays. No, I'm sorry. What is today? Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, they're open today. I know that. I know they're open today. That's all I know. I love that teal color too. I've used these on so many different projects over the years, but now it's just fun to mess with them. The colors are just so good together. It's really, really good together. And then we've got this lime green that is I have a sticker I'm sending to my daughter. I'm going to send her a card. She just moved into another new apartment. She seems like she moves every year, but she moved back in by herself. So going to send her. I have a really funny um, card. It says, if someone else was my daughter, I'd punch them in the face and come find you. That's the card I'm sending to say happy housewarming. And then gonna send her stickers. One of the stickers says, "Your anxiety is a lying hoe," and the and the other one says, "Adulting," and then it has like 5 stars at the bottom, and it gives it 1 star. Yeah, she's gonna love it of me. She has a great sense of humor, my kid. She really does. Uh, so I've been waiting for an occasion. I bought that card like a year and a half ago, and I was waiting for the occasion to really send it to her because I was like, "This gonna be," So, and usually I send her like flowers when she moves in. So I don't know. I might do that. We'll see. She actually, honestly, I send her flowers when she moves to a new house. Or last year I sent her chocolate covered strawberries or something. But I finally got her to send me her Amazon. She has a little wish list that has some cute things on it. A little slim pink toaster. I think I might send her something off of there. A set of knives she needs. I really want to send her the knives on her list though, because they're like not. I mean, not to be rude, but like she needs. If you want a good set of knives, you're not going to find them in pink. Like, All right, the other one we have too are these, which excuse me, are fabulous. These are the woodies. So I'm just gonna just color a little bit here and a little bit there on this, and then I think I'll eventually make something with this. But this is just fun time to release. I had a real tightness in my neck. Um, when I woke up this morning, I don't know if I slept wrong or what. It's like Yeah. Angie Brown. Hello, Angie Brown, the coolest girl in town. What's up, Ange? This is my last stream before I go with Andrew. So I will see you guys a week from to wait, today's Monday, right? A week from today. A week from today. And um yes, I will see you a week from today. Wait, did I put that back in there? No. Look at they got a lot of blues in here. That's a different blue too. Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna do both sides, so we'll just keep it coming. And when let's put the white on there anyway, see what happens. Let's see. How you doing, Miss Ange? Ange. Oh, I put it away. Look at me putting stuff away. Holy moly. I do like these Masters Touch. I don't know what they're really for, but I like them for just painting like this. See, these are really vibrant colors, really nice. The woodies are great. They are great. Let's do a little yeller. Yep, I'm doing too much water, so I need to chill on the water here. Too much water, not enough brush. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now we can move it along. So I don't know how Miss Bella. Oh, dropped my earphone. Hold on. I don't know how Miss Bella is gonna take me being gone. I don't know why this one's not really. It's not really moving. I know when I use the gelatos, I prefer a baby wipe. Sort of interesting with these. Let me just see. Do these move with the baby wipe too? Probably, right? Sometimes you have to be careful with the baby wipe though, because sometimes you can just wipe it off, right? Yeah, that yellow's not really. It's not really blending in as much as these did, right? Give it a little. Give it a little minute to set itself up. Put a little water on there. Angie says, you are. Oh, I haven't heard. Okay, everybody listen up, including the people on the replay. This is wonderful choice, Angie. It's a great decision. I'm really proud of you. She said, if I haven't heard, and I hadn't, that she's going to start selling her bowls, their fabric bowls, on Jacqueline's channel in the middle of October. Angie, it's perfect, perfect person. Perfect. I'm not renting you a driveway. Get out of here. Girl, get out of here. Rent the driveway. You gotta be kidding me. Um, so that's fantastic news, Ange. I know you were a little bit nervous about that, but I think you've made a great choice. I think it's a wonderful choice. I'm happy for you and I'm happy for Jacqueline as well. And I will find a way to get on there on a Friday, even though I'm working. I will tell Andrew we're just gonna listen to the we're gonna listen to the live stream for a little bit, and then I can get some things from you. And uh, actually, I could probably listen on my way. I just can't chat, right? So if I really want something, I can't get it. Okay, everything was cool except for this yellow in the corner. Um, and I just love watercolor just like that. It doesn't need to be a picture. I do like it, but she said they work better if you. Okay, hold on, wait, hold please. She said they work better if you dip them in the water, then put them on the paper. Well, guess what? Let's do it. Let's do it on the zine, right? We'll do it on the zine right here. All right, so let's try dip this in the water, and then the woman who's a master. Look at you, master. She's right. It works much better. And it does have I don't have it over here. It does have a pencil sharpener of its own. Oh yeah, that's much smoother. Just dip in the tip. Oh, that's great. Thank you. And then look, you can roll it off on here and get a little extra color on your other sheet. That's fantastic. This is without gesso, this page right here. This is just copy paper. It's pretty good copy paper, but it's just copy paper. Yep. Oh my, that's fantastic. All right, what do we got here? This is like an orange red, I think. Oh, she just told me to do it. I'm such a bad listener over here. Oh, it's fantastic. I've never seen that done. I've seen people do this where they take the brush to to the actual crayon, but that's much better. I love it. Dampen the paper. Okay, Angie said, me bowls that I make, I used to sell them on someone's channel. I don't talk. That's right. You know what, Angie? You don't. Yes, it is. It's her loss, 100%. Guess what, Angie? I don't think she knows how many people she lost. I would never go to that channel in a million years now. Not if I heard she did you wrong. And you're not the only one that got done wrong, so that's not about you. But you know what it says about you? It says you're a better person because you're not talking and gossiping and letting everybody know who it is, even if we already know because we just happen to know. But the bottom line is you're a better person. So just don't forget that. You are a better person in that way. You're following the right way to be. Yep, that's it. Oh, I love this color. Oh, this is something. Hmm. Some of these colors are just, look at this one. Let's see. Woo, oh, whoops, forgot to dip you. Dipping you in. Oh man, the dip. Me, you always teach me something. Every time you're on the stream with me, I learn something new. Really and truly. It's just beyond. I'm coming out that way. So, but you know, my brother's old in-laws, my niece and nephew's grandparent. Well, they're the grandparents that passed on, but the aunts and uncles live in Iowa. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm excited though, Ange, because I've really been trying to think of something to get my mom for Christmas. Because you know, when somebody's 81, they don't really have a lot of, but she loves all kinds of art stuff, especially if it's a friend of mine. So I'm gonna be excited to get up on there and get some bowls for myself and my family. Fantastic. My brother likes it too. My older brother, he likes art. All right, I'm just gonna put a few more little somethings on here just because. Well, let's try the brown. I don't love adding brown when there's bright colors, but we'll survive. Okay, we're gonna try it this way. Add it to this and then that and see what happens. Okay, but it's still better, like Ami said, it's still better if you dip the crayon. I think it's because it doesn't get as much water on it. And I wonder if that would be true of all of these watercolor crayons, like the ones I just said I'm donating, and I'm still gonna donate them. But I do wonder if it would be. So we're look at us, we're getting this done. I really wanted to do something with this zine because I never made a zine before, but this one I did make it years ago and I found it. Oh my gosh, is that where she went, Teresa? I was wondering where she is. So tell her to get her butt over here, please. Okay, so me saying any of these hard watercolor pencils, crayons, etc., work best if you get them wet. Okay. Oh, Teresa, those are great, right? I love sparkle crayons. I love anything with sparkle. I'm just gonna say I do. I do. Yeah. I please tell Sharon to get over here. Please don't let people get run off by. No, ma'am. Don't let them get run off by that kind of stuff. That's Angie, that's part of the world. You know, it is. It's part of living in the world, and we all have to learn. And believe me, girl, if I told you, but I try not to, same as you, it has not. I had the same thing happen to me, Angie, and you might know who it is. There was two people that were all about Jersey, and then Jersey went nuts, and now they don't even acknowledge Jersey's presence, really. The one does a little bit because it's the right thing to do in front of other people. But yeah, and so I know where you're coming from with that feeling, feeling that way. I sure do. Janet Nash! But Janet, you are the fruit of the spirit embodied, girl. Janet, I want to show you something. Um, amen. Uh, Romeo made me this, Janet. I showed it already twice, but he made me this 2 years ago on Thanksgiving. But I found it, not Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. I found it and I wanted to show it to you guys because he made a pocket all on his own. And then it says, we call each other Bub. It says, Bub, how much do I love thee? Janet, he made arms. This is probably one of the best gifts he ever gave me. It says so much I can't measure. Happy Valentine's Day, love, Bob. Oh, Janet, it is lovely. Let me tell you, this week, and it's interesting because the so on Friday nights there's a free concert series in Sparta where Andrew's mom lives and where I used to work, and his mom and his stepdad they own a company called The Rocks. It's a management company for. Isn't that a treasure? That's what I've been doing is showing all the treasures I'm finding as I'm finding things um donate, you know. So yeah, and I'm okay. Speaking of treasures, while we're talking, I've signed up for Malia's Ko-fi coffee. I guess I signed up for Malia's coffee. I signed up for Nicole's Glue Crew, and I signed up for Mary's subscription. So it is a total treasure, right? So once a month, I think this is because I'm in the Ko-fi coffee club. I'm calling it the coffee club. I don't know what she calls it. For Malia, lovely Malia, she sends you out a little bunch of goodies. So we're going to take a look. She doesn't need to send me anything. I love watching her videos. But let me just say the concert. So it's a series all summer and it's free, which is so great for someone like Andrew. Andrew's on a very, he's on a tight budget, right? So um, Yeah, we go there. We usually get like this week we got no, Janet, you're the treasure. You girl, you. I aspire to have the gentleness and love and ability to um navigate sticky social conversations the way you do, Janet. I really aspire to it. So anyway, it's a beautiful little, it's behind the school. There's a school and a library and it's behind there, and his parents sponsor it. So the best part was this week they give out little tickets, right? So this is how they get funded a little bit. People in the crowd donate. So every week I always try to donate a little something. This week I think I only had a big bill and I had two singles, right? So last week, so I said to Andrew, here, and I gave him the singles and I said, here, go ahead and donate. He got his ticket. Well, he's in the bathroom when they start calling the tickets, and he won a gift card to the grocery store. It was so cool. It was so cool. All right, so look, she made like a little packet with, oh, this is perfect because it's fall stuff, right? That's right. That's right, Janet. We only have one Janet for sure. She's our natural treasure. Yeah, it was so cool. And it's something he can use. And then I said to him, my brother goes, I always, my older brother adores Andrew. So I'm texting Christopher and I said, Andrew won the ticket, blah. And he goes, what's he gonna buy with it? I asked him. He said he's buying a box fan. So I told the lady that works with him during the day he wants to buy a box fan. I think he should be allowed to. Other people don't always agree with me on that, but it's his money. He won it. Um, I think Teresa is healing because she's got a little sass in her. I love my sassy Teresa. These are really cool. These are tickets, and that's Lola in the background. Not really cool. Lola, knock it off. Look at it. It's a whole fall package. Well, isn't that beautiful? Look at that tree. That's so cool. Postcard. Malia, she really knows how to curate things. She sure does. And then she also is, I would call her the queen of the big shot. This woman, oh, she has always offers such amazing big shot stuff. Okay, I don't want to lose all the little pieces, but this is going to be so much fun for you guys for us to play with. Look, she did a leaf out of a, and I can share some of these too. Yeah. What? So no, sassy, not sad, sassy. Oh, you're sassy, but in a good way. She's a good sasser. Yes, yes. She's just honest. I think honesty becomes sassiness in this culture if you're actually honest. So these are beautiful. They're all leaves. That's fantastic. I'm going to definitely include these in my journaling, especially in September and October. So we are leaving for the cruise on Thursday. We're going to take a train and we have a hotel room. Andrew is so excited about the hotel room. Oh, Canadian. I think Canadian. Doesn't it to Canadian? Oh, look at her. Oh, well, at least you sold it. Never, 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 not me, Teresa. Oh, I want to take this up with your grandchildren and your daughter. I'm glad you're feeling better, girl. And then look at these. Autumn bingo. Oh my goodness. We could make a game with this, right? Couldn't we? We could do an autumn bingo game. I'm going to think on that. We could play a game on the live stream with this. I'm going to think on that. Oh my gosh, look what she did. These are like fall colors too, with a little Halloween kicked in. She just dipped the corners of the pages. I love it. That is so fun. Look at that one. Oh, these are going to be definitely used for, oh my gosh. Look at the rainbow. Oh, I love a children's book. I love, this is just enough too. I don't want to be overwhelmed by too much stuff. Then he opened the door and stepped into the darkness. Lumpy shadows filled the room. Peter shined his light on them. He saw piles of boxes and dusty books. He saw the crib that used to be his when he was little. He saw an old bird cage and a tall chest of drawers. Look at this picture. Is that precious? Precious. When a witch lands, where does she park? In a broom closet. Do we just stay home on the weekends? No, they go away for a spell. Those are good. Oh, well, thank you, Malia. I feel very, very blessed. Very, very blessed. And we're leaving. And so we're going to take the train and then we're going to go in the hotel. And then we're getting on the ship. And um, Andrew's stepfather told me that everybody else boards the ship at um, like, I don't know, 12 or something, but we're with the band. We're with the band, so we get to board the ship early. And I want to show you guys the ship. This is proof that God knows. God sends the most beautiful little gifts to me, and that are just like this, right? Andrew and I both love rainbows very, very much. Look, I went to look at the ship we're going on. Andrew couldn't believe it either. take a look at the ship that we will be on. It's a rainbow ship, people. It's the Norwegian Gem. It's it's a rainbow. I'm telling you, God is into the details. When I asked God in 2021 for me to be able to reconnect with Andrew, do you think that on any, I prayed that, and do you think on any level that I was possibly thinking it would go to this level? I mean, it's amazing. Angie said, Ethan start, oh my gosh, college on Wednesday, going a half day there, and then one is classes at high school. Oh my God. Oh, Angie, you know what, Angie, you're a part of that. You're a part of his success because you have loved on him and fed him both, literally and spiritually. Good for him. I'm so excited for him. Wow. Thrilled. Oh, Angie, that is such good news. That is such good news. All right, let me just put this over here and then we'll see. I want to see if I can. I'm going to dab a little of this stuff because I'm going to change the page here. Look how bright these colors are. This is that prang set. And it really, I can't wait. Honestly, people, I'm more excited about this paper towel than anything else I'm doing. So I'm just, can you believe it, Janet? Isn't it something? A rainbow ship. We're going to Nova Scotia. Romeo is so excited for me to go to Nova Scotia. He's been a lot of places in the world. He's been to England and other parts of Europe and the Virgin Islands, and I mean I can go on and on. He's really been around, and I really haven't. I've been to Paris once, a little bit of I've been on all the East Coast of New Jersey. I have been to California, and I've been to the Southwest, of a couple of states there, but that's about it. I've been up and down the entire East Coast, though. Isn't that cool? It's riding a cool design, right? Just because you're not because you're not planning. Sometimes planning is fantastic and I love it, but other times it's just not for me, right? And it's not that I don't ever want to not ever plan. Oh, easier is ripping. All right, we're gonna just glue a couple more of these and then do a little more. Thank you guys for being here, for going through this watercolor stuff with me, trying to figure out what to donate. Cole and I are gonna go over there and drop off a whole bunch of stuff for the artists to have as a it's so beautiful. They do pay what you can. Yeah, it's a promise. Yeah, amen, Janet. That's my girl, Janet. That's my girl. She's my girl. Janet, you said it. It is a beautiful promise, that rainbow. Um, so we're going to drop off this stuff. I have a bag from Lori, couple bags, and then we are going to go. I'm just doing my schedule with you guys because it helps my brain. I'm gonna do another one, and then we're gonna come back because we have to go to the right, to that town. Um, I know, me. I wish you did too. It's an art studio. It's called Propagate Art. You can actually go. Xandra went because I saw Xandra on her Instagram at one point had put up. It's such an amazing place. They've got rainbow everywhere. This is a young woman who's not even 30, I don't think, named Sam, and she started this thing. And I can't believe it's right near where I live. I've taken a couple classes, and they're very good classes. And she's really good to everybody. She's just really. They started an Airbnb over there too, so it's like an art Airbnb, and she just keeps like extending and expanding. Um, so you know what? Here, I'll get let me get the link. You guys can check it out. But anybody who wants to shop at the store, which is upstairs, you go, it's just pay what you can. There's no prices. It's just, it's really to um support artists. So there you go. That's the link to it. It's in there, and feel free to check it out. I don't think they do any online stuff yet, but I could be wrong. I do know she's expanded. There's another, like, she does a lot of collaborating, so, like, and a lot of bartering. So she'll paint something for somebody and then they'll fix her car. She's that kind of person. We're going to use the baby. Let's see what the baby can do for us. This little baby. That's what I call Bella, the baby. Oh, it's so fun. This is like the most fun, this little tiny baby brayer. I love it. I love it. Oh, and another thing, people, my box from the clothing company, my subscription box, and this might be the last one I do for a little bit because I don't really have anything else anywhere else I need to sort of have more. My clothes, I've done all right with clothing now, but it did come today, the daily look, and I'll put it on the video and show you. I'll open it with you guys. I'll do a video, and I've been very pleased with it. I have to say, very pleased. I wasn't as pleased with the only other subscription thing I ever tried was one of those food ones, and I wasn't. Bella's downstairs. She did not want to come up today, and me. She didn't want to come up. She was just being I took them for their walk this morning, and she's so funny because she doesn't listen, but she stays close enough to where if she doesn't see us, like myself and Lola, because Lola has to be on the leash, but Bella doesn't. If she doesn't see us, then she comes, but she doesn't come when I call her. This dog is just unbelievable. She's so funny. We laugh at her a lot. All right, this is probably dry. This one's dry. We'll do something on the back. All right, let's see. This one we're keeping. I'm doing all the ones I'm keeping. This one's being kept. I don't have a container yet for this. Okay, we'll do. Ooh, yeah, we could do this one on the back, or we could do this one. I'm definitely keeping these. These, as you can see, are the kind that I really like. Mostly, I just like the cheap watercolors. I'm not a particularly an artist in that sense, and so I don't. Now with these, I usually actually do this. I actually spray these if I can find my sprayer. Where's my little sprayer? Here it is. Here it is. Oh no, she said Peanut is. Oh, he isn't now. Oh my goodness. Oh, listen. I wish that Lola would go get a haircut. Her fur is all over my dang house. But Romeo is such a baby. He won't do it. We had one bad experience. One bad experience. They got shampoo in her eye. So then we had to take her to the see, aren't these beautiful? I mean, I'm saying these are you can get these. I got these originally many years ago now at Amazon for like I think $5. I'm sure they're not $5 anymore, but they're still very reasonably priced from what I understand. We're gonna use this. Janet, this is my first zine. I made it some years ago now, but I never decorated it. So I'm decorating my zine today too. I really appreciate you guys being with me today and hanging out and just, because sometimes I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I don't make enough time for myself to do this art. And since because of all of you, I've decided to make a time to stream on Mondays and Thursdays and Saturdays. And I apologize about Saturday. That's the only thing with Saturdays I want to say to you guys. I'm going to have to leave that as like kind of a maybe, because what happens is sometimes Andrew can't, he just doesn't get to sleep. And if he doesn't sleep, I don't sleep. And then it's just too much for me to come home and try to stream. I honestly have to just relax and be gentle with myself. Aren't they? So there's just amazing. Uh, yeah, you've gone, Laura. Yeah, they are. Um, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ozzy Osbourne. That was a really big deal when he passed away. I was I just say, I grew up with my brother listening to all kinds of rock music and stuff, and definitely Ozzy Osbourne was one of them. And definitely my brother saw him in concert. But I was really surprised at the outpouring for him. I didn't really ever watch the show that his family had or anything, so I don't really know like if that's like some of the fans are from that, or was everybody a fan from his music? I was curious, but they really seem to be genuinely honoring that guy, and I think that's pretty amazing. He wasn't very mainstream from what I understood. I I can say that much. All right. So this here, yeah, these are really, I have to say, these are quite pigmented and I don't think that they sell the exact set like this that I got. I mean, you can see how old it is um, on Amazon. My dad actually bought this for me. And so, ooh, there we go. Got to hold that with your finger. See, look at that orange. That's a beautiful orange. Wow. Oh, very orange. Oh, let's see. I was wondering that too. He's not my cup of tea either. But I was surprised to see, and it was nice for him, that your country was so impacted. It was really quite interesting. And people were asking all kinds of things about his religious beliefs and stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, that's not to me. That's not. I don't know. It's funny because I talk about Jesus a lot, but to me, Jesus is not a religion. He's a human. That's a big difference to me. All right, let's see. What happened? Oh, have I gone? Okay. I thought you were saying she's gone, Laura. Like you've gone, you like you've gone crazy or something. Did you notice how I was like, yeah, well, probably I have gone crazy. It's okay. Oh, people, what I accept anymore is ridiculous. All right, very cool. Oh, this is nice, man. Yep, we're gonna let that dry, and we'll let that dry. I am gonna have a lot of fun. I have a whole pack of these, a whole pack of these bookmarks. This is a great. Um, oh, really? Did he have something? Did he have like a cancer or something? Yeah, I was just curious if I don't know. I didn't really, honestly, I didn't follow any of it. Okay, so we're good on these. You can really make a nice palette out of the lid too. I don't know if I broke. I may have broken this at this point. Maybe not though. Hold on. Get in there. I think actually no. Did I break it? I probably, yeah. See, look, did I break it as I'm breaking it now? All right, let's just be gentle there, Luna. Yeah, I did break it. I think I just broke it now, but that's all right. It still fits. Oh, he did. Oh, that Parkinson's is so terrible. My heart goes out to him and his family. I know Michael J. Fox has that, and I love Michael J. Fox. He's been a big help for everybody who for raising the money and all that stuff. And for also like he goes out in public with without medication. And yeah, boy, that's a tough any of these neurological things are so challenging, really and truly. Yeah, that's a tough one. I know my mom now, after her stroke, I thought it was the medicine, but my daughter said was happening before they put her on this new medicine. She has that where her face twitches. So it's not, I thought it was the medicine, but then I realized my daughter was right. It's from the stroke. So like and that's I have to say that's the hardest thing with my mom is like talking to her and seeing her face twitching. It makes my heart break. I don't know why. It's just in that in particular. I've gotten used to like she can't, walking is really hard and she has to go slow with a cane and all that. But it's just so my heart goes out to Ozzy's children for sure. Yeah, I always go to the family members because I think sometimes like with the Romeo's mom, I did feel a lot of compassion for her and everything, but more so for Romeo because he was just doing so much that I feel like is not for sons to do with their mothers. But she didn't have any daughters, and I tried to help her, and she she was not having it. I'm gonna tell you that. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, the pain medication, let me tell you. First of all, it's so addictive. I mean, even if you don't get like a psychological addiction to it, the physical addiction to some of those pain medications is just horrid. And I think that they're meant for the end of life because, if your body gets a little bit addicted to medicine for the last, 2 weeks or something, it's not a huge deal kind of thing. Um, but yeah, I am sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's just tough. Oh, life is hard, right? That's why we need each other. We need each other. I really believe that the purpose of life is to use the gifts that we've been given, no matter they're physical, spiritual, whatever your gifts are, and they are given to us by God, and we are meant to share them with each other, to be kind with each other, and to help each other. And in doing so, we glorify God. Standing around saying that you're glorifying God, saying that you're doing all these things for God is not doing it for God. It's doing it for your ego, right? So the people I notice who just do things out of their heart because it's who they are, that to me is the walking in the spirit. That's why I say I think Janet Nash is the most spirit filled person I've ever met in my life. Oh, okay, baby. I love you. I love you, Janet. I just feel like we're all of us in this, now that she's not here, I'm really going to talk about her. All of us in this community have been so blessed with Janet in our lives. And if we notice, Janet doesn't talk about God. She doesn't talk about religion. She just lives who God wants her to be. And that is, to me, the most beautiful thing you can do. Really and truly. And I struggle with it, man. I think about like, please, Lord, let me channel my inner Janet Nash sometimes, Like even just for example, working with Andrew, and I notice this is definitely an issue of mine. It doesn't belong to anybody else. This is my issue. And and I've noticed it when I've worked other places. I think I know what's best for Andrew. And so when other people are not on the same page, I get frustrated and annoyed with them. And that's not nice and it's not helpful to Andrew. So I really have to keep myself in check. And that's why prayer is so important for me. Yeah. Yes, that's it. She nailed it. And he said Janet is such a beautiful, soft human, just lovely and calming. Amen. And I feel like I am the opposite. I am hyper and nutty. But you know what? God makes us all different. He makes us all. You know what? I really didn't get a chance to get to Janet's stream this morning, and I don't know if and this is no shade on anybody else, but my planner only has two things about YouTube really in it. One is Janet Nash's stream that I want to go to on Mondays, and then the other streams that I have to do. But I don't like to forget Janet's stream. Today I had slept late, so Bella and I slept till 8:30, which is late for us, and so I didn't make it because I have to do for me, I have to touch in with God before I can do anything else. I thought about it. I was like, oh, I'll just do my Bible. I'll do my quiet time with God after Janet's stream. And then I'm like, no, I can't do that because I will not be of any use to anybody. Okay, these are and I got these at a Defy auction sale from Jean Peter Artist. Well, her style is one of my favorite styles. So again, like Ami said with the other ones, a lot of times people just I don't know if they dip. I don't know if they dip this one in. We're gonna do it, but they do use the. I know they. Yeah, oh, that's nice dipped in though. They're very pigmented, and a little bit goes a long way with these guys. I didn't even put water on anything. I just dipped it in the water. That was a nice idea to dip that in the water. Oh, I love it. That's fantastic. Oh, where's my little? Hold on, we got my little. Yeah, I think the words soft and gentle are the perfect words to describe Janet. And then also you can just dip this and then see how there's all that yellow there? It's because somebody was just doing this like that, and then you still get a lot of color there. These are super red. I think they probably make the best. I'm not sure, but I think that the Inktense probably makes the best watercolor pencils also because um, they really do put a lot of pigment, which is just so nice. All right, let's see what we got here. I love to do like when and I always think mixed media. So like this is mixed media because it's acrylic paint and watercolors. That's two medias mixed together. It's technically mixed media, right? It's very interesting. All right, and then this one, I love this color. Oh my Lord, help me. This color is one of my favorites. Look at that. This is right. These two colors right here together are probably my all-time favorite combo. This hot pink and this teal. I have a friend I used to work with. She is a doll baby. You guys would love her. Her name's Rebecca, and she's artistic. She can draw pretty well, and she likes to play with stuff. And I brought in my art journals, a couple just samples, because I was going to do some art journaling with Andrew's friends over at Piece by Piece. And do you know that this sweet Rebecca, she was going through my art journals and she started crying. She's just like, they're so beautiful. I said, well, it's just, art journaling for me is a therapeutic process. It's also become a very social process when I do it with you guys, which is just so nice. Okay, let's see here. Boy, see, and I'm glad to get these out because like I don't want to miss using these because they're over on the shelf. So the other thing I'm working on is deciding on where I'm going to put what when I put things back in the room. I'm not sure where I'm putting everything, but I'm going to sort of. I mean, like I think with the books that you don't use that I don't use every day, I think I'll be putting those maybe I have a bookshelf with extra space in my bedroom. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do that for now. I think eventually he'll do the other craft room, but he's just not in the space. And I was waiting for him to do the other craft room for me to do all what I needed to do here and destash. And then I decided absolutely not. Okay. So Ami said the ink tents are great as long as you wet all the Oh, as long as you wet all the pigment on the paper, they're supposed to be permanent. Okay. That's what it is about them. That's right. Which is interesting. I mean, I wonder how they made the pigment that's permanent, but also a watercolor, right? Very interesting. This is a beautiful color too, right here. That's gorgeous. So make sure it's wet and then you got to let it dry, is what I'm assuming, right? Look at that color. Oh, I love that dark navy blue. That's another color I love. Yes, very nice. All right. Oh, I didn't do this one. It's like a gray. Let's try this. Doesn't look like anybody's ever used this one, so let's use it. Oh, it's like a black. I wonder what the difference is between. Oh, this is black and that's the navy blue. Okay, gotcha. I'd think the black would be one that would get used a lot. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. All right, my water's getting filthy. Let's see. All right. The other thing I have are all of these distress crayons. Now, the thing about the distress crayons for me is that let me put these away, is that I like to use them on the edge of something and then water it. So I don't know that this is the best way to test them out, but we will still do it. Um, but yeah, so let's see. I got a whole bunch of them. We'll see what we got here. You know, this guy, he's a genius. This Tim Holtz, Timmy is a marketing genius. And then I wonder, is he the marketing genius or is it Mario? Is it? Yep. All right. She said she has an unsure relationship. Me too. But I don't want to give them away. That's my problem. I have an unsure relationship with them too. The one thing I love to do with them is take a tag, like, let me say I have a tag in here. So like, oh, wrong drawer. So like I have a tag, say, okay, I won't even use a tag. I'll just use this paper here, right? Okay, so we're gonna make it into a tag, right? We could make this right into a tag. DBDBD, where's my, oh, I'm using this. I really do like this. I like these. I've got a whole bunch of them too, so it's a good thing I like them. Mary's been using the pen and gear ones, and she's liking them, which I think is fantastic. Because man, that's a cost saver right there. All right, and then I'm just gonna make it into a tag. I love how she. I mean, you're a word. You know what? You're a wordsmith in your own right, man. You say you're the way you word stuff. You honestly, and this is a huge compliment. You remind me of my older brother, who, by the way, is brilliant. Um, yeah, you just the way you say stuff, it just cracks me right up sometimes. Like, who's an unsure relationship with the crash? All right, so say we have a little tag here, right? Well, which we do, and we're gonna just take this iced spruce, and I'm gonna lay it on here and use this. I'm just gonna go around the edges here. And that's okay. It's what this paper's for. And I'm doing a little thick, but you could do it thin. hmm And then I usually use the little you know, the brushes that have the water in them already, but we're just gonna do this. Bye, Ange. I love you. Take care. Thanks for coming and thanks for telling us about your awesome new endeavor over at Lovely's Crafting. Which I hope I put her on my list. I didn't put the list in the box today. I have to do that. I have to write that down or I'll forget. So you see what I mean? I like it like that, right? I like it like that. All right. See, it has a little bit of a, I think they look really nice that way. Okay. So now we have we're going to decorate a tag. Maybe we decorate tags next time. I have not had a tag decorating session in forever. So let's see what happens here. If it's on gesso, how does it do? It does all right. But the thing is, like, it's not as pigmented like as the ink tints were, right? So you have to, I think, have to put a lot more. Let's try doing with we'll dip it in the water. We got, who's this one? Twisted citron. Dip her in. Yeah, it's pretty good like that, I will say. I think that's not bad. And if I just even use my fingers, see that? I think we're better to go. Thank you, darling. Yes, we will get together on a phone call when I get back. Yep. Yes, and see, Ami said about these, right? The softness is really nice. I think that's probably my favorite part is how soft they are, and I do like the pigment a lot, but they are not permanent. Now you can use the little distress glaze, and I do have it, and put the distress glaze on them, and they will become permanent. You can do that, but that's what I'm saying. Timmy's he's a genius because he makes it so that yeah, you can do that how you want. You just have to buy another product, right? These are working really well dipped in. I just want to say, if I didn't get that tip from me, look at how nice that pigment is. So let me try that. I'm going to try the ice spruce again. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. I'm going to try dipped in. Let me try you dipped in, brother. Because I really like that ice spruce. This is the color I would do for like the walls in my house, right? You know? Yeah. See, you're getting a lot more pigment if you're coloring it that way. Okay. All right. You go. You go. All right. So I have these in a bag. Just one of these. You know, we all have these bags. So we'll just play with a couple of them and then I'm going to wrap it up And my son, that's one of my son's new ones that he says to me all the time. Wrap. If I do something embarrassing, he says, "Wrap it up." So I'm gonna wrap it up so I can take him to do the things we need to do, and we still have to load the car for the uh. Oh, I really like playing with these with my finger though too. They're very finger painty. Um, we have to load the car for the with the art stuff. I actually had some books too that, as long as they have an ISBN, I found a place where you can donate books up by Andrews where the concerts are. I just forgot this week um to put them in. Hold on, we're gonna get some on this too. Now this doesn't have gesso, so that's another good test. This is dry here. So let's see. Let's try lemonade. Oh, squeezed lemonade. And not only that, the names that he gave these things are just wonderful. So water. Oh, you know what? Me, I gave them away. Those I had no problem giving away. Yep, his watercolor friends. I am not a fan. Yep, 100%. He's got so many great products. Um, oh, that came out really nice. This is. I'm telling you. You know what? Just dip these in the water, like me said, and they are fun. And then you can dip your finger in, and do a little more. Now this doesn't have the gesso, so it's not sliding as much, but still, it's coming out nice. This is really fun to play. I did the Twisted Citron. We'll put that one away. And this one is Shabby Shutters. That's what we have. My my house has shabby shutters. They're not on right now. He took them down to paint them. So I'm doing this. I'm starting it like that and then adding the water. And then if I want, doing this with my finger, right? Depending on what you're looking for. That's actually really cool. My water's pretty dirty too. No, Teresa, I didn't like him either. Nope. You like him? I didn't like him. I thought that was one of his poorer. You know what else is not really good of his? And I have a ton of it because Colleen sent it to me as a gift, and she's so sweet, and I do use it, but it's not his best thing. Is the glitter? He has the distress glitter. I mean, it's nice because it matches the colors of everything else, but it's no. To me, it's like there's nothing special about that glitter. It's not. You could just get regular glitter, unless you just wanted everything to be totally matchy matchy. Now that I understand if you're into that. I love candied apple. This is a great color. What I love is that he constantly comes up with new colors. That is amazing. It's pretty really amazing actually. Yeah, this candied apple is great. And at one point I was getting so nutty that I wanted every single color that he had. I didn't have to have it in every medium, but I wanted to make sure that I had one of every color. And I definitely don't now because when I was not around, he was um making more stuff. Oh, this is so fun though. Really, people, get out your stuff. Get out your stuff. I'm always telling you to do that. Oh, yes. Okay, so I have the glitter. So Teresa, it's not bad glitter or anything. It's not. It's good. It's just like it's just regular glitter. I love the embossing powder too. I do have I have a couple of those, and I really like those because it's. I don't know if there's any other one that is like his, where it's translucent, right? That's what it is. And I love translucent stuff just in general, for real. Mm-hmm. Yep, for real. All right. Oh, look at this. Let's do that. Woo. Okay, now we're getting playtime. We're getting into playtime. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. Beep, beep. I'm gonna go on Facebook tomorrow and make sure that I say happy wedding day to Dorinda. Dorinda said she waited 40 years for this man. I was like, wow, Dorinda, that's a long time. I waited a year for Romeo. 1 year. And that felt too long. Actually, not true. I waited another 3 years after that too. Yeah, I waited for him twice. Two times I had to wait for this guy. He's worth it. He's worth it. If we can just get him to come to Jesus, everything will be okay. All right. Let's see here. Yes. See, I love this. I love watercolor on gesso. Plate, just white gesso. I do. I just love it. It is so Ami said it's thick textured embossing glitter. Is that what it is? I can emboss it? Oh, Ami, we're gonna play with that next time because I'm gonna need some tips. Next stream, next Monday, we are doing that because maybe I'm not using it the right way, right? So we'll do glitter next. We'll do glitter. I have plenty of glitter, and that's something I can definitely destash. I hope they'll take all my stuff today. I hope they're not gonna be like, let's try it with this Let's try it with this. Oh, that's okay too. You see, but when you do it with it takes more of the when you use the brush, it takes more of the pigment. That's what I noticed. All right, I'm gonna finish up here and here, and then I've got to go. I'm gonna read you guys from the King James Bible and from no, that's it, just the King James Bible. That's what's next. I do the last it has a scripture from the King James. This is scattered straw. Okay, let's see what you got, scattered. Oh, I kind of like this, like a buttery color. Kind of like that. Wow. I didn't think I was gonna like that. See, that's why you got to try it out because you don't know. That's fantastic. All right, let's see what this guy has to offer. He's the faded jeans. I think I have a whatchamacallit of this ink pad. Man, when I get organized, I want to be able to uh like know what I actually have. Okay. Oh, I love wild honey. I do have this ink pad. This is one of my favorite inks to stamp with. I love stamping butterflies with this color. Look at that. Isn't that great? Yeah, that's really great. Yes. Oh, this is a yes. I got some dirt on there. That's all right. We're okay. All right, my zine is almost done. Actually, the zine is done all the way inside. We just have the last page to do. So I can do that. And then we got one more of these. I'm gonna leave these out when I get home tonight. I'm gonna watch. Is anybody on tonight? It's Monday night. I don't think anybody's on. Hmm. Barn Door. I love Barn Door. I definitely have this one in the ink pad. I love me some Barn Door. Yes, Barn Door. Yes. Oh, all right. People, this was so much fun. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, Girl, I wish you lived here. I would pay you to do it. I would pay you to do it, girl. I would pay you to do it. Give you side jobs. You should look into becoming a professional organizer. Come on now. Embossing glitter. Okay, so maybe that's what it is, Teresa. Let me write it down. We're going to do it next time on Monday. And I'm going to write it down now so I don't forget. I'm going to get that glitter. I know where, actually, I got to be honest with you. I do know exactly where it is. And we'll see what's up. So, Monday stream is, I don't know what the date is, but that's all right. We're going to do glitter. I don't know that I'll get through all the glitter and embossing powder both that I have. So, I'm just going to put glitter. We'll leave it there just for the glitter. Look at the bottle. Yeah, I know. Wouldn't that would be a real novel idea. She said, look at the bottle for the instructions. Oh my God, help me. I'll look at it, but we'll go through it too. All right. Because sometimes people like Colleen had gifted me with a whole set of that distress glitter, and I feel so grateful. But I also feel like I should probably share some of that with other people. All right, we're gonna go through here today and move this and get this. And oh, you know what? Let's do one of these verse cards too, since I have them out. This is Psalm 62, 1 through 2. I am at rest in God alone. My salvation comes from him. He alone is my rock and my salvation, my stronghold. I will never be shaken. I'm doing a word study on stronghold, and I'll be here next Monday. Yeah, won't I? I won't. Oh no, it's 2 Mondays. I'll be here in 2 Mondays. Oop, let me write that down. 2 Mondays from now. I thought I was gonna be here. Nope, you're right, Teresa. 2 Mondays. So I won't be here next Monday. Let me just give you guys the date. I will be here. Oh, September 1st. Look at that. Oh, wait, you know what? I'll be here September 1st, definitely. I might be here on the 30th. It's a Saturday, but I don't know. Depends on how tired I am from the trip. So it's going to be 9/1 and 12:30 is my stepmom's birthday. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. So it's a maybe. I'll let you know. I'll put up if I'm coming or not. See that you forget. Well, yeah. Oh, I would love to have you come. Just come to come. It's Newark Airport is the closest to us. Newark Airport. It's about an hour from my house, 45, give or take. Girl, we would have you anytime. All right, here we go. We're gonna go right into Deuteronomy today. 28:13. The Lord will make you the head, not the tail. If you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God that I give you this day and carefully follow them, you will always be at the top, never at the bottom. Amen and amen. These are so beautiful. Part of me wants to like cut them out and put them in journals, and the other part wants to just keep the book how it is, you know? All right, everybody, I love you. All you. Oh, I'm missing you too already, but I'll see you guys up until Thursday. It's like $30 per day to use to use the internet on the ship where you can stream Netflix and all that. So I may do that for Andrew if he wants to watch something one day, but otherwise I think I'm going to be pretty much just out to sea, literally. And being unplugged is never a bad thing, except you miss your friends. So I'm going to be praying over you all, as I always do every day. And I thank you for your friendship and your love, your company, and your hearts more than anything else. I'll see you soon, guys. I love you. Bye bye.